Hello guys, myself Renuka Rayat. Today I am explain my human resource management subject presentation, and I choose the presentation topic is a process of selections. The process of selections is a very important topic in HRM, means human resource management. So I will explain the all my presentation slides step by steps. A very first I am explain basic introduction of selections of process of selection. So the introduction is the selection of process is a series of steps designed to identify and choose the most suitable candidate for a job opening after the recruitment phase is complete. Then I will discuss the steps in the selection process. So very first is preliminary interview, second is receiving application, third screening of applications, then employment test, and fifth is employment interview, six is checking reference, and seven physical examination, and last is final selection. So then we discuss the details in steps. So first is preliminary interview. A preliminary interview, also known as a screening in interview, is the initial stage in a selection process where employees assess a candidate's basic qualification and suitability for a role. It's typically a shorter, less formal interview compared to later rounded, often the used to narrow and down the pool of candidates. Purpose purpose of a preliminary interview: initial screening, information gathering, culture fit assessment, and then how it's work. So often conduct remotely, shorter during, focus on basic qualification, and can lead to further interview. Then I will discuss the receiving application. So application of potential candidate. This stage is followed by a screening process where required review application to shortlist candidates based on predefined criteria. This initial screening helps narrow down the pool of application to those who best match for the job requirement. So how the work of receiving application step: first is application submission, application review, shortlisting, further assessment, then key considerations. So clear job descriptions, standardization, application form, effectiveness screening. Then I will discuss the screening of application. So very first is define screening criteria, communication of the screening criteria, pre-screening, initial screening and assessment, and last is background and reference checking. Then employment test. The employment tests are a common component of the selection process is human resource management HRM. These tests help organize access candidate skills, knowledge, and ability to determine their suitability for a specific job role. Then types of the employment test: cognitive test, personality test, skill test, physical liability test, work sample test, and drug test, and background test. Then fifth is employment interview. So employment interview are a crucial part of the employee selection process, so serving as a key method for assessing candidates suitability for a role. They allow employee to evaluate a candidate's skills, experience, and knowledge, while also providing candidates with the opportunity to learn more about the company and the job. So here are more details. Look at the role of employment interview in the selection process. So first one is assessing suitability, second two-way information exchange, third is difference interview format, and fourth is beyond the interview, and fifth is importance of the structure interview. Then I will discuss the checking reference. So purpose is to verify a candidate's credi- credential, work experience, and personal qualities. Then steps. Identify reference means determine who to contact, prepare questions, and conduct reference checks. Then evaluate feedback. Benefits. The benefits of checking reference, first one is validation, second is additional insights, and third is decision making. So conclusion of the checking of reference is a reference checking is a crucial step in HRM selections process, ensuring that candidates are truly validated and suitable for the job. Then I will discuss the physical examination. So physical examination purpose are the access a candidate's physical fitness and health status. The initial selections. Then the initial selection purpose are identify potential candidates who meet the basic qualification for the job. And next is ninth. So case study related to the selection process. So case study, what is the case study? Selection process are XYZ corporation problem. So XYZ corporation need to hire a marketing manager. The company receive 100 applications, but many candidates lack relevant experience or skills. So solution. So we can very first define job requirements. Clearly outline the job description, skills and experience needed. Then second is initial screening. Initial screening in including use application screening and pre-employment test for shortlisting candidates. Then third is interview. So conduct structure interview to assess candidate skills, experience and fit. Then fourth is experience checks. So verify candidates provide previous work experience and performance. Then the final selection. Choose the best candidates based on the evaluation criteria, the outcome by following a structure selection process. XYZ corporation select a qualified marketing manager who meets the job requirement and fit the company job. And last is conclusions. The conclusion of the selection process in human resource management HRM in the formal offering and acceptance of a job offer to the chosen candidates. This final stage ensure that the most qualified and suitable candidate is formally hired for the position. Thank you.